Hello friends, it's Mrs. Jane on Thankful Thursday, November the 5th, 2020, with all the terrific news you can use about our terrific day at school. And boy, was it terrific. We got to see our friendly firefighters and hear all about their jobs and fire safety. We'll get to that in just a minute. But to start our day, of course, we had to get our temperature check with Mrs. Ann and then come downstairs and do a little morning routine. So we came down, got our things hung up in our cubbies and our folders to the take-home box, made sure we signed in, made sure we sanitized our hands, and then did a couple of tabletop activities. Starting with table number 1, that's where we traced our hands on a special page, colored that in, and we used that as a little thank you letter to our friends, the firefighters. On table number 2, we helped the firefighters put out the fire. We had a little math mat with a firefighter and then a house ablaze and some number cards, some glass beads that acted as the water. You got to look at the number card and it told you how many drops of water you had to put on the fire to put it out. On table number 3, we kind of finished off our work with squares for the time being. And so today we made a square monster. We took a black square paper plate. We added some Google eyes and a glittery red mouth. We added some pipe cleaner arms and some pipe cleaner legs to create our square monster. After that, it was just about time to get ready for our visit from the firefighters. So we climbed aboard the Rock-A-Motion Choo-Choo, took that over to the Hello Circle, got comfy in our places, and then in came our friendly firefighters to talk to us. And inside, during that presentation, it was firefighter Maddie, and that was actually Ariel's aunt, Madison. Yeah, And she told us all about keeping safe at home. She showed us the equipment that she uses when she works as a firefighter to keep us safe. And then after she got to tell us a little and we got to ask a little, we all headed outside. And this time we met her lieutenant. Yes, her name is Megan. She drives the big fire engine. Yeah. And so when we got outside to Megan, she showed us some parts of that fire engine and the equipment that goes there. And then she gave us a chance to go inside the fire engine. We got to sit in the chairs where the real firefighters sit. Yes, when they go to the fires. And then, this was really fun. At the end of that presentation, Megan actually made the siren go. Wow, is that a big sound? Yeah. Well, after that, we all headed back inside, and this time it was time for a break. So, before our break, we headed back to the circle and we got to move a little bit more. So we did a little dancing with the turkey trot. We practiced some Thanksgiving songs, We Are Thankful, and talked a little bit about that Thanksgiving holiday, how it's a time for us to think about all the things in our lives that make us happy, our family, our friends, and having food together. Yeah. Then it was time for our break. So we headed to the necessary room and then to the library for a little free read. And then, of course, to those nutritious and delicious snacks that you sent from home. After that, it was time to play. So we headed to the centers. And because today is Thursday and Thursday is slide day, of course, the slide was out. We also had some building with blocks. Lots of folks wanted to build houses today. That was a lot of fun. We had housekeeping open. Bunch of folks were going shopping today. Yeah, that shopping cart was very active. Our vehicles were out and about. The horses were out and about. Excuse me. There was also time for a little reading in the library with a friend if you liked. Once our playing was done, we cleaned up our toys and headed to the library for a little story. Excuse me. And today it was What is Thanksgiving by Harriet Seaford. A little more about that upcoming holiday. Then time for our goodbye circle. So we had a little show and tell. We did a little preview of what was coming up for us next week, a little goodbye song, a treat, and then gathered our things and headed up those stairs and outside to you to start the rest of our day. It was a quick one, parents. Wow. Let's see what announcements we have for you. So next week we do some changes. Our color will switch to brown. Our shape switches to triangle, but our rhyme stays the same with Miss Muffet. We want to thank our toy cleaners for making our room smell so good and look so good and be so clean. We also want to remind everybody that our Scholastic book orders, some information came home to you today from Mommy Fry, yeah? And she would like our orders in by Tuesday, November 24th, please. And then also, if you have sent your November tuition in, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do so. And I think that just about does all of it for today. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please reach out. We're here. We'll help. And as always, every day is a good day to have a good day at Jack and Jill. Bye for now.